What's up, guys? This is Kephas. So let's continue our adventures in Hyjal. We are level 82, and we are making a lot of progress, especially with the assistance of the Winds of Wisdom buff that we're giving us like double XP, which is pretty crazy, on top of the heirlooms that we have. We will definitely be getting through this much quicker than I had originally anticipated, but that is fine. We can do that. It will be fun to just see how fast this actually goes. So we've gone pretty quick so far. And alright, so we got that quest. We're going to turn it in. Yeah, we're going to probably get through a little bit of Hyjal. There's a point where I tend to stop questing here in Hyjal, and I'll move on to something else. But I don't even know if we'll have to go to Pandaria or not. We'll see. And then we'll move on. Oh man, I still can't wait to get to Warlords. It's going to be crazy. Just how fast is it going to be going through that part of the game? But we're making quite a bit of progress. Before we know it, we're going to be in Battle for Azeroth doing that. It's going to be crazy. So anyway, yeah, I'm excited. It's been fun. Really enjoy this series. I really appreciate all the positive feedback that this series and my other series as well have been getting. It's been a lot of fun. I really have been enjoying doing this kind of content on the channel. It's been great, especially during the current situation, just to enjoy playing some games. I thought I was getting attacked by something. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, so it's what I love doing, and it's been a lot of fun, and I just really appreciate all the feedback that I've gotten on just the recent stuff. It's not what I usually do. I mean, it is, and part of what I usually do, but just a lot more of one thing that I do. But it still has been a lot of fun doing it. And so I do have I have some other projects I've been working on. I actually have gotten started on the classic leveling guides that I'm working on with as well as macros. I've kind of got an idea of what I want to do and how I'm going to do it, and we'll see how it turns out. Hopefully it works out and people enjoy it, and as I get deeper into it. So it's going to be fun trying to get out something for classic. And then when Shadowlands comes out, I will begin the cycle of doing guides for Shadowlands as well. My guides have gotten such good feedback, still getting incredible feedback. So it's crazy just how well they've done. I did not expect them to do as well as they've done. So I'm happy to continue doing those as well. And I'm going to continue playing games, because that's really what my channel is all about. It's about me. Well, not really about me, but it's about the games. It's about what it's like to play games when you're visually impaired, and that's where my other project that I'm really excited about, that I'm still hammering out the details. I kind of have a lot of ideas that I'm kind of have waiting in the wings, or whatever, just waiting, just ready to go on the shelf. And of course, as I continue to play games, which I'll have that going on for people that enjoy that, and of course I enjoy playing games, so it's fun. I get these guides out for WoW, and I've got like plenty of guides to do, because it's going to be like every time they add a new expansion, every time there are changes, they add TBC Classic or whatever, that's going to be that to do as well. And I want to keep making guides, short, to the point, straightforward beginner guides for people that need to know the basics and to get people started. And that way, when they want to spend more time learning, they can, and they don't have to sift through like 30 minutes or like long pages of just very complicated, stuff. I want to try to keep making those kind of guides as well. Even if the macros ever were to stop, like gnome sequencer macros, if they ever stop, I think I'd still continue to do the guides, because I didn't realize, like, I did the guides to supplement the macros, and the guides kind of took on, a place for themselves. And in fact, the guides tend to do better than the macros do now. I'm going to keep doing macros, but the guides do so much better, which is cool. I'm more than happy to contribute in that aspect, because I feel like it helps more people. And, and they're fun. I really enjoyed learning and doing those guides. I thought it was a lot of fun. There's plenty of resources out there, but, not everybody has the time to, go through all that stuff. So that's what I can do, and I can kind of help that out. So I'm excited to do more. And then I'm going to be doing a Overwatch series. I'm not going to do it like every day. but I want to try to do it like once a week, where basically I go through, just because I love that game so much, and I think it needs a place on the channel, more than like just a temporary like, you know, one-off like, oh, I play this game, but like I'd like to do maybe a series about what it's like to play each character when you're visually impaired. I had a lot of fun making that Brig video and sharing that, and people had a laugh with it, and I don't know, I just think it would be fun to do. So I think I want to do that as well. So pretty much primarily a Blizzard channel, Blizzard and Nintendo, I guess, because those are like the two big gaming things in my life, you know. But Overwatch has certainly been a big part of my life. Honestly, like what's crazy is, so like I've been playing Overwatch now consistently since like last August, and like what happened was when Overwatch first came out, it was like a big game for me. Like, well, when it first came out, like when it was first being talked about, like I was not interested in it at all. I thought, you know, this is just Blizzard trying to like, you know, get a hold of the TF2 hype or something, and they're like trying to make their own TF2 knockoff, you know, Team Fortress 2, because that game was such a big deal at the time. And you know, that's all it is. It's Blizzard doesn't know how to make a shooter. It's gonna be trash. Who cares? They need to focus on WoW. And that was kind of, I kind of had a stick up my butt about it, you know. And then I played it, and I was completely wrong. Overwatch turned out to be like one of my favorite games ever. And like when it first came out, like I was going through a lot in life. Like a lot of things were happening. I've done some Legally Blind episodes about that stage of my life, and just trying to figure things out. And you know, I would go to work, you know, every day. Like I only worked like 3.5 hours a day, and I had to drive, well, not drive, but I had to ride like on public transit for 2 hours to get to work, and then 2 hours home. So like my commute to work was sometimes longer, if not at least as long as like the time I spent working, which was crazy. So what I would do is I'd go to work, like it's like an 8-hour thing, like, you know, because I, you know, or 9 hours sometimes. It just depends on how quick it was. Whoop, I'm getting attacked. So like I'd do my shift, I'd go to work, come home, walk home from the bus stop, and I'd come in and I'd just start playing Overwatch. Like I had a lot of people from AIE that would play with me on the PC, as where it was right at the time. It was only on PC, and we'd play. I played Junkrat like crazy. Like I got into it a little bit. I made a few little videos here and there on it. You know, not a lot. And because I really liked it, you know, and it was just like the game that got me through that time. So like I would come home from work, play Overwatch for hours, like play it until bedtime, get up, go to work, come home, and that was what I looked forward to every day, like Overwatch. Like it was like such a big deal for me. Sorry I say like so much, by the way. I noticed that like listening back on some of my videos, whenever I start talking about games where I get excited or I'm just telling a story, I say like a lot, like I'm a Valley girl or something. So not that there's anything wrong with being a Valley girl, but you know, I'm sorry I say like a lot. I try not to, but it's a bad habit. So, but yeah, I played Overwatch like crazy. And now when I say like, you're gonna like catch it. See, I just did it there. It's not intentional, I swear to God. But I played it so much, and I enjoyed it. It got me through that time. And then, like, when I started to get, you know, I don't know, it wasn't like connected to this, but around the time I, you know, started to date my wife, I kind of backed off from it. I just lost a little bit of interest in it for whatever reason. I was playing other games. I had a lot of other things going on, and I just didn't play it for a while, which is funny because my nephew started to really, I got him into it right before I stopped playing it. He got really into it for a while. He would tell me things about it, and I just like, I had lost interest in it because I was playing other stuff. And, you know, so I didn't play it for, you know, a couple years. Like, it came out in like 2016, and I started playing it. I stopped playing it. Like, I remember the last thing I did was Junkenstein's Revenge, and by the time the Christmas stuff came in, I just, for whatever reason, I wasn't into it. So I would come back every now and then. I remember checking out the events. I missed all the archive events, which were really cool. And so I just wasn't into it until last year around August. I remember it was around that time, like end of summer, I was rendering a video and I was bored because, you know, I render on my computer. I couldn't play WoW or I couldn't play other games on my computer. So I turned my Xbox on and I was just looking around like, what can I do? What can I play? And I was like, what the heck? I want to play Overwatch. Why not? It's been a while. Let's see if it's still any fun, or probably won't. I'll probably like not like it or something. And I started playing it, and I played it for the rest of the night. And like my video was done rendering, and I didn't even care. I was just having so much fun, and I have not put that game down since then. Seriously, I've been playing it ever since then. It's been like almost a year now, and I'm so hooked on that game. I've talked about it in this series, I know for sure. I think I even talked about it in my other WoW series. So I'm sorry for those of you that don't like Overwatch. You just play WoW, because a lot of people just play WoW, and I understand that. But like Overwatch has really taken over my gaming in so many ways. And I think a lot of that's just because it's the only shooter I've ever played that has been truly accessible. I did play that Call of Duty World War II. That was another really good one. But not World of Warcraft, what the heck? It's not a shooter. Overwatch is the one game that as a shooter, I feel like I can hang. I can do competitive and do okay. And I can play against people. I can play characters that, I would think, man, I don't even think I'd be able to play them. And the more I play the game, as time goes on, I keep discovering new heroes. Like, I recently started playing Reinhardt, who's a character I never thought I'd ever be able to play. And he's like, it's like a shoe that just fits, Like, it's like the role I was meant to play. And so I'm really into playing Reinhardt now. And that just keeps happening. I keep discovering new things about the game, new heroes to play, and I'm just really into it. And so, I don't know, man, I love that game so much. And to make it even better, so I got Animal Crossing when it came out on the Switch, and I was like, I was showing my wife, like, this is a cool game. And one night, because of the pandemic, we're just chilling at home, not really, like, doing much. She was like, this looks like a fun game. I think I might like it. I was like, why don't you make a character and join the island? Just join me. And so she made it just off night. She just started playing, and we played together for a while. And then she like built her house. I was like, oh, here's what you do: you build your house, you kill, or not you kill. I'm killing these orcs like ogres like crazy. You kill time just finding fish and doing all the stuff in the game. She really got into it. So much so that she's like, I kind of wish I had been playing from the start so I didn't miss out on anything. And I was like, well, I kind of joked about it. Like, why don't we get you a Switch? And then you can have your own island and we can play together. It'll be fun. You can have your own Switch. You can take it to work with you when you go back. Like all that kind of stuff. And so she's like, maybe I will. And so it was a pain in the butt because finding a Nintendo Switch right now is crazy. These guys will not stop spawning. I don't know how to deal with this. But then, while she was playing Animal Crossing, she just was playing my Switch the whole time, waiting for her Switch to come home, to come in. And so she was just checking out all my games. She was playing Animal Crossing. Then she started playing Overwatch because she's seen me play it. She's like, I think I'd like this game, but I don't think I could ever be any good. And I would tell her, like, I'm almost completely blind, and look at me, I can play it. If I can do this, anybody can do it. I kept telling her that. And, at first, like, she'd give it a try. And she's like, I don't know, this is too much. I don't know. I just don't have the mentality. Like, the controls are weird, and it's just crazy. And I would tell her, just don't worry about how it feels right now. Just keep trying, and it's okay if you suck. So, I'd get on Animal Crossing in the morning, and then she would get on. I'd give her the Switch for the rest of the day. She'd play Animal Crossing, and then she'd play Overwatch. Well, I play Overwatch on Xbox, so I have Overwatch on like every system. So I'd play it on Xbox. She'd play it on Switch. Of course, it's not cross-platform, though. So, I started thinking, Overwatch is terrible on Switch, and maybe, I can get her an Xbox. But then I started playing it on Switch, too, and honestly, on Switch, it's gotten so much better. It's fine. Like, it's actually a lot of fun on Switch. So, when her Switch came in, we just got her Overwatch and Animal Crossing, and I've got Overwatch and Animal Crossing. So we play Animal Crossing together for the first half of the day, and then all night long, from 8 o'clock sometimes till 5 in the morning, we've been playing Overwatch together. And she's learning the game. She plays Moira. She likes to heal, of course. But she really does enjoy it. And now she's learning how to play Mercy, and like it's crazy watching somebody who was just having a hard time moving around. Getting stuck, not being able to move and look around at the same time, to now more or less having it down, because like for me, I've been playing shooters since GoldenEye, I've been playing video games since I was 4. She's not a gamer. Never has really been. Played Mario, you know, she can play Mario pretty well. Little games here and there, things on her phone. Not really a gamer. So not only is she really like, she's never played a shooter. Overwatch is her first shooter, and now she's getting it down. It's like, you know, yeah, you just keep playing it, you'll get it. I promise. It just takes time. And now she loves it. She's like, I think I like Overwatch more than Animal Crossing, you know, which is crazy. Because I thought Animal Crossing would be her game, you know. And so now we play Overwatch all day, and it's been like, as bad as things have been, you know, with all this going on, and I'm ready for it to end, and ready for the world to get back to normal, as you know, as much as possible. The good side is just that, like, you know, we have, you know, our lives personally, you know, she's been working from home and everything, and of course I'm home because of my vision and just that's how it is, and I do YouTube and everything. We have just like, we don't get sick of each other. We love being together as much as possible. And you know, I get to play Overwatch with my best friend, and I've been playing Overwatch by myself lately because of just playing on an Xbox and the Switch, you know, and now I play it with my best friend, and I don't care if, you know, I don't care how far I go. I don't care if I become a platinum or a diamond or whatever. You know, I just enjoy playing it with her, and it makes me love the game even more. It's like a dream, man. So, yeah, it's what's been going on. So I'm like, I have to do some YouTube stuff on this game. And I think what would be fun to do, because of just what my channel is about, I think it would be fun to do a series going through each hero and explaining what it's like to play that hero as a person who's visually impaired. And that's just something that I can do that's a little bit different. And I'm sure people are going to be like, oh my god, you suck at this game, you don't even know how to play, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. It's fun, right? So that's something I'd like to do. So I've got that to work on alongside, you know, all the fun games that I've been playing, Pokemon and this, and Classic, and Zelda. And when those are done, we're going to move on to other games. And I've got a long list of games. Like I said, I have a huge backlog, so I've got tons of games. And of course, I'm always open for suggestions too, so you guys feel free to suggest any game, you know, that you'd like to see me play. But, you know, it's been fun, man, and I really enjoy, like, just how good things are going. I mean, that's, you know, sorry to talk about me, but I guess that's what I'm going to talk about. It's a one-sided conversation. I'm very happy with how the channel's gone. I'm very happy with how... I'm happy that there are people that can come to here and enjoy stuff. And I'm happy that my guides have helped people more than I thought they would. I really, like, because when I made those guides, you know, the WoW guides, going back to that, like, I just kind of made them to supplement the macros, like I said. And I thought that if people are going to use my macros, they should at least know how to play the game. And I don't want to just, like, you know, here's a macro, use this, and don't ever learn how to play your class. I don't want to be that guy. I never did want to be that guy. So I made the guides to kind of give people an opportunity to learn from the same source how to play the game. And I didn't realize how much those guides were going to help people. So, you know, I'm glad they do. I know they're not, like, in depth. I know there are probably much better guides out there that get in more detail, that say more. I mean, no, because, like, obviously things change. There are probably some crazier strategies. People probably know some crazy methods to play their class. But I just go by all the information that's out there, put something quick and simple together, and then, you know, people that want to get more in depth, they can go and find more in-depth guides out there. And that's kind of my mentality with it. And so I'm happy to fill that need for people, because frankly, just like with any game, there's the inner group of hardcore gamers, and then there's the majority. And the majority of people are just, like, trying to learn how to play the game and have fun. So I think that I can help those people, even if it's a minority. You know, if it's a small group of people that use those, you know, they have a place to start, and that's kind of like, I can do that. I feel comfortable with that, because I don't think I could ever, you know, I mean, I could, but I don't have the time to really get too in depth myself to learn the really complicated builds and strats and for every class, you know. So I think I feel confident that I can properly provide that level of information and teach people how to play the game. And I'm really excited to do that for Classic. Of course, my mentality with Classic is I don't even have a character to 60 yet. I play Overwatch too much. I play other games too much. I just don't have the time to do it quickly. I'm going to do it. I just don't have the time to do it quickly. And, you know, I don't play exclusively WoW. all the time. I have too many other games I enjoy. So for now, my thought was, I could probably make a guide, that would tell you what to do at 60, but I don't have any characters at 60, so why don't I just focus on, like, here's a leveling guide, because that's what I'm doing right now. I'm leveling, and leveling is such a big part of Classic. So here's what you're going to get. Do this until you hit level 10, and then move on to this and start doing this. And I think that'll help people in the same way that having an in-game rotation will. And then down the road, once I start to, get characters closer to the end, maybe I'll revisit that and do some in-game guides as well. So I like that idea because it allows me to do some Classic while we're waiting for Shadowlands, and then when Shadowlands gets here, I'll come back to Shadowlands. I'll redo all the guides again because we know everything's going to change. I'll redo the macros, and then we'll do that, and then I'll go back to Classic again, and then maybe by then I'll be closer to the end of the, the leveling, or close enough where I can start really cranking out some end game, guides. Now with the macros, it's very complicated with Classic because of how Classic plays, and we'll see what we can do. And I'll just have to explain in each video. Here's what you can do. Here's what the macro is. Here's why it doesn't have everything, and hopefully people will understand. But I'm really excited. I do miss playing more WoW. For sure. Maybe, I always joke with my wife, I got you playing Animal Crossing, I got you playing Overwatch, now I'm going to get you to play WoW. And she's like, yeah, probably not. I don't have the time. It's a big game, so I don't know. Maybe, but you never know, man. You never know. The key is to not force it. You just, when they feel like they want to try, then it's there. And if they don't, that's fine too. She never had to play games to begin with, so, it's cool. It's cool either way. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, let me know by clicking that like button, and feel free to share it with your friends so they can enjoy it as well. Don't forget, you can subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon to be notified as soon as new videos are posted. You can also follow me on Facebook and Twitter, and if you'd like, you can support this channel on Patreon. Links to all of this can be found in the description below. This is Kephas. Until next time.